Hey, what's up, everybody? We're on episode number 4 of the Madera podcast, Madera Martial Arts podcast. We're here with special guest
Daniel Cruz.
and our special co-host today.
Andrew Williams.
Marco could not make it today. He said he's on a hot date, so
Understandable.
he left us in charge. It's pure chaos right now. I think this is take number 5. All right. Let's get some thank yous out of the way. I want to thank Bobby Gutierrez of Red X Pest Control, kind enough to sponsor our show.
Hello, my name is Bobby Gutierrez, President CEO of Red X Pest Control. My cell number is area code 559-479-0485. I am your local pest management professional here in Madera, California. Hope to talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Shout outs to Bobby Gutierrez. Again, you could, if you guys haven't met him, he's a great guy. You can reach him at 559-479-0485. Danny, earlier you said you haven't been able, you never met the guy, huh?
Nah.
Great guy. Have you ever tried Rio Acai?
Yes, at the BKB.
We're going to get into that. See, once again, we're having technical issues. I don't know why. Here we go.
There we go.
There we go. But you tried these before, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, the hell of them.
Awesome. Let's talk about Danny Cruz. How long you been training here, man?
Fuck, it's going on 5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
You recognize some of these old faces?
Oh, what? Yeah. Dude. Oh, man, that was still back when, before you made the switch.
Yeah, some people don't
Switch
know.
sides,
We started off in a real small corner of the gym, and CrossFit. If you don't know, we share the facility with CrossFit, and about 2 years ago, we did a huge flip flop.
Yeah.
And right, you
Switch
guys-
sides.
we switched sides. That was a pain in the butt.
That was worth it. It looks so
I
good.
think it was
Yeah.
almost like half a week's worth of work, switching
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Probably more.
I like it.
Danny didn't come help. I remember that.
Liar. Yeah, I did. I hella did. I came on a Saturday morning. No work. I said, yomp. I remember because Resident Evil 2 had just dropped, and I was just like, you know what? I got to help your boy out. I'm not even going to pass it right now.
Do you remember those old school foam mats that we had, the black and red ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those pain in the butt.
Getting swept on those landing. Yeah.
It was not
Those
fun.
hurt.
Or like getting your foot caught in like the little crevices sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, that was
Fun
not the
times, fun
business.
times, fun times.
Before
You-
that, we didn't even have the mats.
No,
We were just, only jiu-jitsu had a little piece of mat.
oh,
And
dude,
we were just sitting there with our shoes on.
I trip out because the house, it kind of worked out though, because we had jujitsu and kickboxing going on at the same time, so
Yeah.
it was like we were still very, very, very small. Like we fit perfectly.
Yeah, we made it work.
We made it work, and I don't know how. We had like 30 people on the mat, like 15 were
Because there was a line, and like when you would cross it, they'll be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing?"
Like 15 people on jiu-jitsu I think on a 15 by 15 mat, or probably 20 by
Those
20,
was pretty small.
but small little mat, and then like you had us on a little L shaped
Yeah, on the outside of it.
on the outside of that, just doing kickboxing there, and like it was pretty cool because we would hang up the bags against the wall to spar, and everybody had their own little square, right?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah, it was like a 4x4 right there, and we kind of just kept moving around there.
Yeah, that was wild, dude. I can't believe like how much we've grown. And then Danny's seen the whole transformation pretty much. Yeah. Do you remember how long you started when we first opened up?
It was about like 5 months that I was in. Like I had no conditioning, no like no knowledge about how to kick. It was just pure 6 months in, get my body ready. But when I came over here, you're the one who told me, what kind of striking is that? Like, I remember that.
But if I remember correctly, you trained somewhere else, right?
Yeah, before that, it was 5 months in Fresno.
Okay.
It was in the same place where you guys used to train.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
CrossFit.
Yeah. Let's move on. Same thing. That just shows you it.
Isaiah, what, dude? That's crazy. How like in just those short years, now he looks like a grown man.
It's a trip that most of these guys are still like half of them are still here, huh?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, actually.
Look at Andrew. Look at Andrew, babyface Andrew. I see some
Baby
pictures.
face and about 70 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
No beard. It's just clean shaved.
Yeah. Joel's a killer, dude. I swear. Bam, that was a Friday night right there.
What, dude? That's crazy. Oh, I remember that fool.
This is a most likely from what it looks like. This is probably a open gym night on Friday nights.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Danny's favorite night of the week.
It's a free night. You get to do whatever you want to hit the bag. You can get some sparring rounds. You can hold some mitts. It's like it's a free for all.
Do you think on Friday nights have been like some of the biggest wars you guys been in here in the gym?
I think Thursdays, just because when you started the whole Throwdown Thursday, it's like those days got a little bit more real because when we circle up, it just felt different.
Yeah.
Like you knew you were about to go just a little bit harder than most days. Like,
so do you think Fridays are just like a little bit more like kind of like you're sparring a lot more rounds, but you're
you're taking it a little bit more easy. I think every Friday I took what I learned from those Thursdays and like try to incorporate it in those sparring rounds on Friday. Not to go as hard, but just a little bit more rounds so I can practice them.
For sure. Again, look at Andrew, freaking like 70 pounds lighter. Moses, man, I miss that kid. That kid just swings for the fence.
Dude, I know. Like, and he's a southpaw, which made it so annoying to fight him. But he was good. Like, he was a fun guy to spar
And
with.
Eric, you've been
kicked by Eric? Yes, I've been kicked by Eric. Even to this day, I've never he wasn't even kicking as hard, but I still haven't been kicked as precise as how Eric.
That guy
me. He knows where to hit you. Like it's insane.
Heavy legs.
And then you got Enrique, crazy ass Enrique. Oh man.
I know I look like I'm enjoying it, but no, man. I hate leg days.
You hate Danny. I think you just have a love-hate relationship to fitness.
No, because like I like getting buff. You know, that's why I signed up for Joey's program. Like, 'cause I wanted to get buff, but like something about leg days, man. Like it just interferes with work the next day.
How about George? What's your experience sparring with George?
Oh man, like the weight difference. I mean, you can tell because like even when he was going light, he was just heavy on those hits. But like he's really technical. Like he sets up crazy moves. Like he knows how to hit you. Like he was a really good fighter.
Do you remember how he was just like all about kickboxing?
Yeah. And then, one rolling day.
and then like I was what's cool about us here is like I try to force everybody to do both, right? Like at least try it once, right? And George was like the same as you, like no, I just want to do kickboxing. I don't want to do jiu-jitsu. And then unlike yourself, George went like no, but George went full opposite. He went all.
Now he's a jiu-jitsu man.
He totally switched sides.
He totally switched sides.
He's a rolling man.
Yeah, all he does is jiu-jitsu now. Whereas Danny tried it once, and he
I went for the month, for the full ass month. I did the Wednesdays. I went when Troy was in there.
I remember just about a week. That's it.
It was the whole month. I remember one time you looked at me and you're like, "Damn, Danny, you look like you do not want to be here." I'm like, "Dude, I'm sorry. I'm trying."
Too funny.
That was the easiest restaurant of my life.
Danny, how many times, dude? How many times I almost make you throw up holding pads?
A lot. Too many times, like afterwards. And you know when I'm about to throw up, and you're like, "No, come on, Danny." Like you see it. Isaiah did one time.
That was recent, no?
Yeah, it was right when the gym
weeks
started
ago.
opening up again, like from the pandemic.
I remember coming in and him boasting about it too. I made Danny throw up.
Because I was just like, oh, just hitting mitts. Like I know I haven't come here in a while. It'll be fine, bro. I'm like, nah, dude. I had to take out the trash and everything. 'Cause that was gross.
Dude, and then those freaking pads right there, the blue pads.
All the bricks.
Oh my god, those! I feel bad when I bring those out for you guys. Like like part of me, but then when you guys start hitting it, I'm like, hit it harder.
No, but you had a lot less back then. Like you only had a limited selection, so I mean, it was inevitable somebody was gonna get those bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were a poor gym, dude. So back then, it was like we were scraping by, and like little by little. I mean, you seen the growth.
The kids class. Bro.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
so big.
But the kids class is what that drives the gym. But like, you know, the adult class is it's the fun part because I get to participate, like in the beating you guys down. But
I mean, you get to beat up the kids a little bit too. So.
It's crazy though that you say that because we really started like from almost nothing. Andrew's been here from literally day one.
Yeah.
So he knows like how the kids class has grown and how the adult classes have grown.
Leaps and bounds. It's the difference between then and now, literally from day one, is crazy. Like it really is.
Yeah. I got a funny story on Daniel, but I'm not gonna bring it up.
Wow. Hey, is that your boy?
Look, dude, this is
your
what I
boy.
want you guys to see though.
Oh, ponytail
man.
game or what?
Dude, he brought up last week how big he was Gabe used to train with us like years ago.
Yeah, he used to share pictures.
And then when we opened up the gym, again, he started coming back. But I didn't believe him when he said he was this big.
He used to always wear a sweater.
Dude, I did not believe him.
I remember one time he was always sweater. He would be like, yeah, just so I can come out one day, take it off, and everybody would just see the growth. And he did that. One day he came without a sweater, and I was like, what?
This
Gabe?
right here in this part of the gym, this was when we were still on the other side, but we had expanded. You guys, we expanded the mat space, and then we were actually like growing.
Is that pre-bathrooms or post-bathroom?
We had the bathrooms right there at the time.
I think the bathrooms are up, but I just remember the gym looked so compact, like this, and I mean, I didn't like it. I think the gym looks better the way it is right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, in the whole.
Yeah.
I mean, but the only thing I like about this setup was we had like a perfect square.
Yeah.
Or like a perfect rectangle. Like it was
Because the
uniform.
cage is like right there. It's
Yeah,
like,
it was uniform, so it was pretty cool. But I don't know. It was just cluttered. It was a little bit of a mess. So that's when I brought it up. Hey, we should switch, and freaking a week of nightmare. I was switching it all over, but it just goes to show you how long you've been here, man.
I think at that time too, we just barely got those cage panels. They were all brand new.
Yeah.
When we expanded.
There's a rare glimpse of my son Isaiah actually participating.
Yeah, he was good too. Like when he sparred.
Well, he's been training since he was young, so I mean,
He just has those very stiff soccer kicks.
Yeah.
he could kick, and I mean, but it's not his love, so it's more of my thing. And he comes in still. I mean, when he's not at practice, soccer practice, he comes in and helps in the kids' classes as much as he can.
Oh, that's what's up.
Because I force him to.
Doesn't have a choice.
He doesn't have a choice. Again, I don't even know what this is, but
I think that is a Friday. There's way too little people for it to not be a Friday. Or a Saturday morning, it might be, because you used to open it up on those days.
I mean, Saturdays are still open, but you just don't show
Nah,
up.
lie. Yeah, I know.
The rest of the week's open too. If you have
I started to come Mondays again. It's starting to be a routine.
It's kind of hard though, huh? Because you mentioned it before the podcast that it's hard for you to get back into the routine, even though we've been open for like a period of time.
Yeah, the pandemic really didn't help because when I first started with you, I mean, I was still pretty garbage. So like I I wanted to be like the best I can be. So I put in so much work. I came in every single day to try to improve myself so I don't get my ass whipped as much. It was tough. I would come over here and like everybody whip my ass. Like that's not fun.
Mm. Um,
Your boy.
little Emily. Do you remember when Joel won his? Well, you were here where Joel won both his championships on for the 559 title and then the state.
I don't think I went for the state one, but I did go for the 559 one. Where it was in a room, like a compact room, and he ground and pound the fool in like the first round.
Yeah, Joel's not.
He just straight out just threw him on the ground and pound. That's it. GG. No rematch.
Joel's not fun to spar with.
Well, like okay, like if you hit him hard, you're done. Like he's like he's gonna come for you and everything. But like I like sparring Joel just because like I never do that. Like I mean I know my limits. I'm not gonna spar this full hard, but like I like sparring him. He's nice.
He's technical.
Yeah.
And then but like he's right though. Like as soon as you throw that one like.
Yeah, if you make him feel it, it's over. And he's southpaw, which makes it even more annoying. Like I hate southpaws, man. They're just different. They built different.
Well, I mean, compared to now too, I'm pretty sure you haven't sparred him in a while. Compared to now and then back then, the last time you sparred, I think you're a lot more technical now. So
yeah, like it'd still be fun. I still know not to hit him.
Give
Hard.
it
I still know. Oh wait. Oh yes.
This is a picture of.
Hell
explain this picture.
Oh man, the dream killer right here. Yeah, this is the seminar that Usain gave and I to. Like, it's crazy being I think this is the first seminar that I actually went to. And
I love seminars. This is Gostov, right? That's
yeah,
Gostov. I love seminars, dude. Like any chance that I get to go, I always go because you always learn something. And I just remember I couldn't go to this one, but this was a really good one. I mean, this guy's a freaking.
No, yeah, he's a beast. Just like whenever he would show stuff, his footwork, like his technique that he would show, it was like second nature. He wouldn't even think about the moves that he would throw. They would just come out naturally.
Yeah, I remember I was like, do you guys want to go? And you're like, for sure.
Yeah, this was after the PKB. I remember I was still kind of feeling a little down for my loss, so like I wanted to go and just pick up some new tricks.
That was a good fight. I mean, there was when you find the PKB, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, it was like I felt like I gained so much experience from that loss. And like
speaking of which, I mean, that was the first PKB we had. The point kickboxing we took first. No big deal, you know. But you're not in this picture of the group picture. But how was it the first time you actually competed? Like you never competed in anything in your life?
No, this was the first time. It was different. I was kind of going in expecting it to be like a little bit harder than our Thursdays, but nah, he was swinging for the fences when it came to like you fought him before.
Yeah.
So like he when he swung at me with the leg kicks, I'm like, oh damn, like is this what we're doing? Like damn, like I didn't know we were about to start like that. So it made me start slow, which it kind of made me angry at myself because I probably could have started a little bit different, but I think it was just the nerves. You know, it was my first time. Like I didn't know what to expect, so like I felt like I could have done a little bit better.
And what was crazy about that guy? I mean, he's a cool guy, but he had a prior MMA experience.
Yeah, like full on MMA. Yeah, like what is this?
Full on MMA experience. He had he had just experience on you, and that's the purpose of these PKBs, is for you could get experience, but nothing against that. Like he had experience, you didn't, and you went out there and you still gave him a run for his money.
I felt like I picked up by the third round. I was good, but like I mean, it was a little too late after the first two rounds. Like, but it definitely helped for the second time.
Because the way the PKB works is if it's so it's 2 rounds, but if it's both rounds are tied, then you go
for the third. Yeah,
then you go for the third, and I mean it's cool. It was fun. Again, another epic Friday night.
Damn.
No.
Actually, who knows? Because Friday just used to be really lit. Like, I mean, they're lit now for like jiu-jitsu, but it just used to be a lot of people on Fridays, and like people from other gyms would come. and we just kind of throw down.
The whole again, people are getting used to like going out a little bit more right now. So that's what I'm blaming it to. Like they come, we're still training during the week, and then Friday they're kind of dwindling down, and they kind of want to stay inside. That's how I feel, because there's Friday nights still feel like a Friday night. Like it's, you want to do something on a Friday night, and sometimes I feel like I've been locked up, so I kind of don't want to go to the gym and get beat up. But I feel like as things open up more, I think we'll go back to it a little bit more.
Definitely.
Well, like just looking outside right now, it's like a whole, like it might as well be jiu-jitsu class just for how many people show up for no-gi.
Yeah. But dude, that took a while to build. I mean, we might start a kickboxing class on Friday nights too. Yeah, like it's getting to that point where
Let's go.
I need to start I love open gym, but it's kind of like if I'm not there yelling at people, it's kind of like everybody's just like 1-2 rounds and they're done, and just touching
just
the back.
Just a little bag work, and then I think, guys,
I might as well just start a freaking Friday night kickboxing class, and if I can't make it, one of you, either you, Andrew, or Gabe could run it. You know what I mean? But Friday nights we should be in here getting rounds in. You know what I mean? And touching gloves, you know, and going after it. I mean, we do, but just not as I feel like not as much people show up on Fridays if they don't have something, like if they're not training for something coming. You know what I mean?
A little bit more orderly, like it is throughout the rest of the week.
Yeah. But it's all right. Old school pick again: Joel, Renee, Gumby.
Damn, Dan used to come a lot. Now that I think about it, he's in a lot of these pictures now.
Yeah, I just try to pull up some of these old pictures from back in the day. I was probably like 30 pounds lighter right there.
And no lie, me too. Like before I gained weight, I was like 120. I couldn't get over 125. That was the peak weight.
I think this was one of those nights you actually tried jiu-jitsu.
Wow, because I'm next to Jose. So he looks like a proud dad. He's like, yep.
When did Jose have a goatee? Look at him. I don't remember him having a goatee like that. There he is. That's the one. Danny
that's the proud dad right there.
This is actually Danny wearing a gi. He just looks miserable. Look at him.
He choked me out. That sucked.
That was funny.
That's what I did like about rolling with Jose. Like, yeah, he would, make you bleed a little bit, but like at the end of the punishment, he would always like either teach me an escape or teach me some sort of like different move that he did on me. So like it was always, you pay the price, but you learn something out of it.
Yeah, again, one of those epic nights. Everybody's just freaking.
Oh yeah, Sam right there.
Sam, Richie, Trent, Kyle. We're just going at it.
Yeah, I think that was one of our harder nights too. We had a couple guys preparing for
I think
competitions.
I think Joel had a fight that night. That coming up, and we just
It could have been a Shark Tank for him.
It looks like if I'm wearing shin guards, that's what happened.
Yeah, because Joel he usually just rolls, but he doesn't like spar. But like if he has shin guards, we probably Shark Tanked him.
Yeah. Again.
Outside? Oh, the adaptation when we're outside.
We're outside. This is Jackie, and then us. Just, dude, it was trip, huh?
You made it work. You made it work. Like one way or another, you say we're gonna get this working, and you had the fans outside with the little water on. You put the mats outside.
Bro, that was crazy times. Like, if you're watching this, if you're listening and not watching this, there's a picture of us with the old puzzle mats that we used to have. We have those in storage. I had to pull them out of storage, so
every time, we would put them back in.
Because we had to work outside during the pandemic, and we had these makeshift tents. We have
Yeah.
these makeshift tents for shade, dude. And we're out there with the swamp cooler, the fans, every day, every night, pulling. Like, we put them out. We put them out to train, and then we put them back.
in.
Put them back in, dude. That was a trip, man. So
Can't keep us down.
Danny, what's your future goals in life? Dang, right into it.
Do you love this shit? Are you high right now?
Have you ever tried mushrooms?
Joe Rogan.
Have you ever tried
Is that DMT?
Do you listen to Joe Rogan at all?
Yeah, I love Joe Rogan, dude. Yeah, he always says that. He always asks that, or he always brings up the orangutans, like all the time. Like, you know, orangutans aren't there. Like, he always talks about it.
It's crazy.
I don't listen to him too much. I can't. I can only get so like I can only go in so much with him.
My favorite one of him is when he brought Alex Jones in. That is my absolute favorite.
Because Alex Jones is a freaking
crazy,
maniac, yeah.
dude. He's like, space vampires, interdimensional space vampires. Like, it's a 4-hour podcast, and I listened to the entire thing.
They just let it run. Huh?
Yeah, dude. I was like, there's no way I'm not gonna listen to what this man says, dude. Like, he has way too much info. Like, I love that man.
Besides here, Danny, what do you like to do, man?
To be honest, dude, I'm like a introvert, man. I don't mind like going to work, getting my food on, and then just chilling at home. Like, the pandemic, I don't want to say it didn't hate me as much, but like, I didn't really go out anyway.
It didn't phase you?
Yeah, it's just like I came over here, like I would come to the gym over here, and like I would go home afterwards. Like, I never really tripped.
Whatever, huh?
Yeah, because like my early 20s is when like I did all my dumb stuff. You know?
Oh, look at there's Danny right there. Poster boy of PKB3.
After my nose was bleeding or whatever.
How do you feel about that, dude? Like,
It's a lot of pressure. Like, like dang, like I need to, put in work on that first fight that I get in.
Oh, what happened during the second fight, dude? Like, that was crazy.
Like the first fight for the second PKB?
No, yeah, the second. Well, tell us about the second PKB that you went through.
Dude, that dude was actually really tough. Like, he swung harder than the first guy. Then I think his name. Oh, do you remember his name? The
first PKB?
Yeah.
The first one? Was,
it's
Nathan.
Nathan, yes. He swung harder than Nathan, like way harder. And like,
he was pretty ripped.
Yeah, I was actually kind of like laughing with Nicole about that. He's like, "Oh, he took his shirt off for like intimidation points." Like, I'm gonna keep my shirt on.
It was funny. I think because he goes Pacific Martial Arts in Fresno, and he trains with Pete, and I think he jumped on. I don't know. Because I posted that picture, the poster for the PKB, and he goes, "Hey, I fought him," and he jumps on there, and I'm like, "Bro, that was a crazy fight. It was a fun fight." I think he ripped he like ate your leg up, huh?
Dude, yeah, because I'm take pride in my leg kicks. Like I'm good at setting up leg kicks but he was just faster at setting up his, and that completely just threw me off my game for a while. So like I couldn't check him. So what I did instead, I just turned my leg into it, so we would do shin on shin every single time to kind of minimize the damage. And I just threw my hands. Like, I just kind of abandoned leg kicking, and I just started boxing with him. And then I realized they were landing. Like, I think you noticed that, like, the 1-2, 1-1-2, 1-2, they were landing for some reason. So I was like, I'm gonna just stick with that.
Well, it's not because of some reason. It's because you trained for it, so
it was it
works.
I have to turn on the switch because I think even when I'm over here, I'm never in the mentality of like, oh, I'm gonna hurt my fucking partner. It's always technique for me. It's always like, what can I do to make openings, and then I work on them. And during that fight, I remember there was a point where I just turned on the switch, and I was like, you know what, like, here's his face, and I'm just gonna swing for it. And then they just started landing. So like, I need to learn to kind of just flip that switch.
The switch,
yeah, like that's what that fight, that second PKB made me learn about myself.
What sucks for me in the PKBs is that I'm running around the whole freaking thing, and like I don't even know when when like you guys are going on, or I have to be like paying attention to the fights, and then I see somebody like one of our guys go, and I have to run over there and like stop what I'm doing and like
get some corner advice.
Start freaking. Bro, it's exhausting. Like that day, I'm like worn out, but luckily I got Jose's a jiu-jitsu guy, but he's all around. Like he knows his stuff.
No, I heard all three of you guys yelling for me, so like that was a big relief to have you and Jose. Like, what more do I need? You know, like, that was perfect.
So and then you won. You ended up winning that fight. It was a close fight. I mean, it could have went either way.
Yeah, I think those series of punches kind of won me that fight because
it was back and forth from what I remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
it
like
definitely was.
he swept me a couple of times during the first round, and that's when I just stopped. You know what? I can't just throw careless kicks at him, so I'm just gonna box him. And I think that's when it started going towards my favor.
Yeah, because I remember it going 3 rounds, so that means
Yeah.
you guys were 1-1 going to the third.
I think I'm gonna give him the first round just because like he did sweep me
Yeah.
twice that
I
first
remember
time.
yeah.
So like I'm gonna give the first round to him, and then that's when the second round came in. I was like, boxing. I'm gonna swing for him instead, and it worked. And that's why the third round it came down to a decision.
Right. And then you ended up winning that fight, and I think it was a 4-man tournament. You were in the 4-man bracket, right?
Yeah, because I fought again that same night.
Day.
Oh,
No, but the same day you fought again, and then
yeah.
you fought a really tough opponent.
Oh man, dude. Honestly, I wish my leg was like not destroyed because I could have given him a good fight. Like he was really good. Don't get me wrong. Like he kicked hard. He was always moving.
I felt
like
so bad. Because I knew you went in there limping. You went into that fight limping.
yeah, if it wasn't for that, it would have been a dope fight. I wouldn't mind going at him again, fresh, not limping, but like it would have been a good fight. But like, hey, all props to him. I remember even after we finished the fight and he gave me a hug. He's just like, "Hey, I'm sorry. Like I saw your first fight. I know your leg was hurt. Like, but that's why I was like, I told him, hey, no worries. Like I would have done the same thing.
That's why
you gotta win.
That's why I love the events, that tournament, dude. Because it's like it's all respect at the end of the day.
No, he was really respectful. He bowed to me and everything. Like, hey, no hard feelings. Like I got you.
That guy was super cool too. I remember. Hey, bro, do you got a fight for me? Do you have like?
Oh my god, he's ready.
No, like he was like texting me and like, dude, I get so like when these things happen, like you guys don't understand how many texts and how many inboxes I get. Like
Just asking for a fight.
Dude, it just almost every coach and almost every fighter at one point reaches out to me, like, hey, do you got the brackets? Hey, do you know who I'm fighting? Hey, this, and they're trying to line it up, and I'm just like, guys, chill. I have 150 people that I have to try to match up. Like, whoo, and I match these up like almost to the day.
Oh, really?
Almost, yeah. The week of, I'm up to like 2-3 in the morning every night just trying to prepare everything, like everything. But it's a lot of work, but it's all worth it. I mean,
yeah, you made the event run super smoothly. My both events, my family loved it. They all went in. They loved the taco stand. They loved the taco stand. Like she wanted to get the name of it because she loved the
it's
lady.
right there, line Chirado Mexican food.
Hey, well,
shout out to my boy Mario.
Yes, like she loved the way they served that food. So like everything just ran smooth. They had acai for anybody who liked it. They had the tacos for the raza. They had everything.
Yeah, it's a fun event, man. So I know I want to bring up so if you don't know Danny is like the coolest laid back dude. He just wants to pet his cat and watch and watch anime. But I remember one time he came to the gym and was like, "Hey, bro, I got in the fight."
I know. I punched my neighbor. Like it's weird because like it took everything in me to not go for the straight, just because like, oh man, like what if I dropped him and he falls on his head? Like I'm screwed. Like they're gonna look at me. So I just gave him that stiff step in jab. And like I just love the look on his face. It was like when you hit a dog for the first time, man. Like he's like
you hit
wide
dogs?
eye.
We don't hit dogs.
No.
Just hypothetically.
No, hypothetically when they go like with their eyes and everything.
The things you've seen in movies.
Yeah, it's just like it's a scared animal. Like that's exactly what his face was, and it's like, dude.
What led up to it, dude? What happened?
Because dude, he's just one of those insecure people, and like
He was coming at you every day about something.
no, I was always cool with like his wife, girlfriend, or whatever, but like just in a sense of like, oh, what's up, dude? Like literally, that's it. And like they were both coming in, and like I had just gotten out of work, and like she was coming in the driveway with him in the seat, and like I looked at him, I was like, oh, what's up, dude? And I walked away, and that triggered him. He was just like, oh, what, bitch? And like he literally like that. He came up to me, came out of his car, and like I was like, what the fuck? Like, and he tried getting in my face, and then he just started like talking hella shit and like
Getting closer.
yeah, and like I don't know, something just clicked, and I just wanted him to shut up. I was just like, dude, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, damn.
You gotta just stand your ground.
Yeah, like I told you, it took everything to not go with that with the cross, because like I could have hurt him, like I really could have, because he and you tried to swing, and he did the full on thing, and I just kind of moved back like, what are you doing, guy? Like, come on. Like,
it's crazy how like that's like that scenario, like you're just like, man, this guy's swinging for the fences, and you're just like, woo, like
yeah,
like it felt like the Matrix, huh?
It's crazy that just what a trained versus an untrained body can do. Like it's you might as well be fighting a child against somebody who hasn't been training like at all, just from everything that you've taught us, because it all came from you. Like everything I learned, it really
Andrew, not me.
It came from both of you guys, actually, because when you're not here, Andrew's here. So like it came from both of you guys. And like it just made me realize how comfortable I am when it would come in a dangerous situation, because like I wasn't like my heart wasn't racing hella big. Like I was in full control. Like
You're calm.
Yeah, like it was kind of weird. Like, holy shit, like I'm powerful.
Over 9,000.
Yeah, like there was no worries. Like if he really did try to swing at me, I know I can put him down. So like it felt good to just not have to worry and know that I can take care of myself.
And the thing is, it's like people have a misconception. I feel like oh, you train martial art, or you train, like they always say MMA. Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. You train UFC?
Yeah, you train. No, we train Bellator around here. Like, but people have that misconception that we're out there looking for.
Yeah, it's not, dude. I just want to be able to defend myself and know that if push comes to shove, like, can I defend myself? Yes. Now I instantly knew like I could.
Yeah. Yeah, you ever had a situation, Andrew, where you had to punk somebody out? No, not punk someone out, but
man, I hate to fight Andrew if I was like some scrub.
I wouldn't.
Like, oh hell, like just some thug, trying to rob him. Like, you're done, dude. You're absolutely done. He's got a question mark kick you in the face, dude. GG, no rematch.
It is funny. Yeah. That's insane, man. Like the growth that I've seen from you. I mean, because I remember when you would throw your jab and your crosses, I'm just like, bro.
Because I would throw him overhand. I specifically remember I would throw him, and you gave me, you tied some bands around like a bag or something, and you put them around my arms, and you told me if I'm swinging and the bands come off, I'm not swinging right. And for the longest time, I would swing and they would just keep snapping off. So, like, that's how I knew, I'm pretty garbo at this. Like, after a lot of rounds with that seriously improved my striking game.
It's just basics. That's all I mean, and to be honest, that's all I teach is basics. I'm not trying to show anything crazy. I mean, every now and then we
Technique Tuesday.
What's the craziest thing we teach here? Like maybe a tornado kick.
Yeah, a tornado.
That's just for let's do
for aesthetic reasons.
Yeah,
that's like our staple flashy move.
That's the only thing I got.
Martial arts, home of the tornado kick.
That's all we got. Show me something fancy.
Tornado. Hey, if it lands though, it looks so clean. Like,
can you imagine?
I'm gonna throw it in the next PKB, man. Like. I should have thrown it the last one, but it was too close. So like,
do a tornado low kick.
As soon as the bell rings,
that's the first move I throw. Yeah.
You get swept. Get swept. Well, all right, guys. You guys got anything to add to it, Andrew?
No.
It was fun having you on the show, Danny.
Thank you, man. I love being here, man. I love you guys.
You want to give a shout out to anybody?
Nicole, who's probably going to listen to this afterwards.
Oh!
What was that?
I just hype it up.
Yeah,
you could have shout out anybody in the world, and you shot out Nicole. That's why it's like, oh,
Of course, yeah. Like, yeah.
Andrew, you got
It's a
anybody?
big moment. Everything we got going on here, Chris, Danny himself, everyone who shows up every day. Without anybody, none of this would be possible.
Boom. I say that all the time. Like, hey, without you guys, none of this would be possible. Thank you, Danny, for being a part of this for so long with us and joining us on the podcast
No,
tonight.
thank you for inviting me. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was fun conversation.
Fun looking back in memory lane for a while.
It's trip, huh?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Look at that. Oh my god, man.
Garbage.
I was, dude. See those first gloves, the black ones are the first gloves I bought at Walmart, and you hella roasted me for that. Like you looked at it and you're like, "What are these? Like, what are those?" Like you gave me the green ones instead, but I remember like those were the first ones I brought in, and like instant roast
I
session.
had to take care of my boy. I was like, hey, dude, here's some clothes.
I know the Walmart brand. We're just now cutting it.
No, I was tired of looking at him, bro. I was like, what are you doing?
I'm just here to learn, you guys.
All right, guys. Peace. See you guys next time.
Deuces.